It's time.
She's spilling the tea.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, definitely want to start off this morning offering our condolences to Nicki Minaj and to her family. Her father, Robert Minaj, was killed. He was struck in a hit-and-run accident. He was 64 years old. Now, according to the police, he was walking on the road in Long Island Friday evening around 6 p.m. and he was hit by a vehicle. The driver then fled the scene, and the next morning he passed away because of his injuries.
Damn, that's horrible. Sending love, light, and healing energy to Nicki Minaj and her whole family. Prayers up. Losing a parent is always hard, especially losing a parent like that. And 64 is
very
young.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. And the person that did that, you do know you killed somebody, right? Like your conscience is not going to sit well with you, sir or madam. So you might as well just turn yourself in and deal with the consequences of your actions, because I'm sure they're going to catch you anyway.
All right, now CyHi the Prynce over the weekend recounted an experience that almost killed him. He said that somebody tried to assassinate him. He was in Atlanta, and he posted a message. Today is a day about love, but in my city, the city of Atlanta, there's no love here anymore. A couple nights ago, there was an attempt on my life. Somebody tried to gun me down on the highway. I tried everything I could do to lose them, but they were adamant about taking me off this earth. They were shooting at me while I was driving, and even after my car flipped, hit a pole, and crashed into a tree, they came back and shot the car up some more. At this point, I don't know if it was a mistaken identity, a robbery, or associated with something that I did when I was younger, but I haven't been in the streets in over a decade. I just want to know why and if there's anything I can do to fix the issue. I was born and raised in Atlanta, and I have tremendous love for my city, but it's chaotic out here. I'm trying my best to keep a level head, but when you don't know who is after you, it's hard to wrap your mind around it and not be paranoid.
Yeah, it's amazing that he would put the blame on himself in any way, shape, or form. Like people are starving out here. People are hungry. You know, folks been out of work for months.
But the fact that he didn't get robbed and they just shooting his car up after it flipped, he's like, maybe it's something I've done in the past. And if you don't know who CyHi the Prynce, that was a writer for Kanye, also Kanye's artist. He's a rapper. But yeah, it might be something that, you know, he feels like he put out there, because if it was a robbery, they would have robbed him.
They would have robbed him.
But that's happened to you before,
Because
right?
even after his car flipped over, the fact that they came and shot up the car while the car was flipped over.
Yeah, but they tried to rob me, but I kept it moving. But I'm sure if my car would have flipped over and stopped, they still would have tried to rob me. They wouldn't have just shot it up, unless I was shooting back.
Still wouldn't. I mean, I get it. You know, it's always good to take accountability for things, but I mean, sometimes things are out of your control. You don't know how people feel about you. Jealousy and envy is a mother effer, bro.
Well, he just doesn't know what it is. And the pictures of the car look horrifying. If you saw it, it was just
I seen it.
Destroyed.
Yeah, the Bentley truck.
All right, now Netflix is launching a new B.I.G., Notorious B.I.G. documentary called Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell, and that's coming out on March 1st. So it would have been his 50th birthday, and here is a snippet of what's going to be in this documentary. It's an intimate portrait of Biggie, and here it is.
My son was a very smart kid.
He was already writing since elementary. Every summer, Chris would come back from Jamaica. He would be a sponge to just so much more that was outside of our scope.
He was like, I gotta get us off the streets.
A lot of the bad decisions came from wanting to provide.
He disrespected my house. That wasn't my son.
You don't understand me having to sell drugs on the corner to this.
And so this is actually something that's executive produced by Diddy, by Biggie's mom, Valletta Wallace, Mark Pitts. In addition, executive produced by Wayne Barrow, who is also his former manager and current estate manager.
Yeah, I'm here for this. I'm here for this for one reason and one reason only, because they are using never-before-seen footage from the good brother D-Rock. Dropping the clues bombs for D-Rock, so I expect this to be the Biggie documentary.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
Like the one.
All right, and this is exciting because this is the person who taught me how to play chess, the Jizza. He has a chess boxing with Jizza on Van's Channel 66 live streaming network. So you'll get to see him playing chess with other celebrities who have some skills when it comes to chess. So that's airing again on Van's Channel 66. Also, The Weeknd Super Bowl halftime documentary is coming to Showtime. So what goes into making one of the biggest musical productions of the year? Well, Showtime is going to show you that in the documentary. It's called The Show.
Okay. And salute to the Jizza, man. I saw U.S. House of Representatives delegate Stacey Plaskett, I think you pronounce her last name. She was quoting lyrics from Run the Jewels and the Jizza last week while speaking at Donald Trump's impeachment trial.
Okay. And happy birthday to The Weeknd, because today is The Weeknd's birthday, too.
And D'Angelo has announced that he's going to participate in Versus. It's a different type of way this time. Here's what he said on social media.
Live at the Apollo versus D'Angelo and Friends. All right? Don't be late.
What does that mean?
Concert?
February 27th at 8 p.m.
What does that mean? Who's he going up against?
So it feels more like a performance because it's going to be not just him, but other artists as well. I don't know if it's a true Versus or more like a jam session.
Is it Versus Presents? Because it's not a Versus. Is it Versus the company presenting D'Angelo?
Sound like a Versus.
Because I was looking at it, I was like, is it D'Angelo versus his friends? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. But it's an official Versus, and he will be performing, and it looks like it's just like maybe a whole bunch of people that he's cool with, that he's worked with. I don't know.
They couldn't find no competition for D'Angelo? I think D'Angelo versus Raphael Sadiq would have been a good one.
D'Angelo versus Maxwell.
D'Angelo versus Maxwell would have been
All right,
a good
well,
one, too.
That'd have been good.
That is your rumor report.
D'Angelo versus Maxwell would have been the one, by the way.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. What we talking about?
Yes, well, 3 years after the horrific Parkland shooting, now Joe Biden is trying to have stricter gun laws. We'll tell you what he's proposing.
All right. And Earth Gang will be joining us next hour. Earth Gang, a rap group from Atlanta. So we'll kick it with them in a little bit as well. So it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.